Hi, this is Kenneth Wong, Senior Editor for DE 24/7. Once more, I came back to Las Vegas, the city of bright lights and high-stake gambles. I'm here for Autodesk University, the annual event where Autodesk executives, partners, and clients gather to exchange ideas and handshakes, and to look at what lies ahead in the horizon. According to the keynote by Autodesk CEO Andrew Anagnost and division VPs, what lies ahead is AI, the use of machine learning and AI algorithms to automate and predict. So let's go and see what's in the exhibit hall to back up this vision.
Well, there's not a lot of applications that are written for artificial intelligence today. We're still in the dot-com boom of AI. Lots of startups coming out, lots around construction, safety, progress monitoring, and field. They're all great, promising technologies. But we also need to consider the legality of using artificial intelligence and the problems that may come up and who's liable. And also, where's our data going? Who owns our data? We own our data that we're creating, and what companies are we going to share that data with so that they can train their artificial intelligence models to be smarter down the road.
So I think what you'll find, or I know what you'll find, is that as a programmer, you will be given a great starting point far more quickly. You're not going to need to create everything from scratch every single time. You're going to start 80 or 90% of the way there, and you're going to make tweaks. You're going to make adjustments. You're going to say, the AI did 80% of that right, but I don't like what it did there. I'm going to go change it. But that process is 5 to 10 times faster than starting from scratch. So it's going to give you a lot more time to make more parts, do more quotes, spend some time learning, introduce new tools, optimize further. What are people going to do with the time that this frees up? That's the question that I have.
There are also questions about what happens to the role of humans when more and more automation becomes available through AI. In the case of AI-powered CNC, for example, what happens to the veteran machinists you usually turn to for input and advice?
So the veteran machinist is not going away anywhere anytime soon, period. It is so complicated to cut metal well. What you will find is that people spend more of their time doing high value work. What I don't need to do, say on this part, is, let's just imagine for a second that this is made of Inconel to make things harder, but I don't need to spend my time selecting contours around every single pocket individually. I don't need to throw in a facing pass in there manually every time, because I should always put that in. There are so many manual steps that I take that are identical for every part that I do that I shouldn't be needing to figure out. What I want to spend my time working out is if one of these holes on here is super tight tolerance and I need to be maintaining consistency over 1,000 units come day, night, winter, summer, whatever across multiple machines. That's the kind of challenge that our veteran machinists should actually be spending their time on, not coming up with basic 2D contour strategies for 30 pockets. That's a waste of expertise.
AI also means new UIs and new ways to create content. In many cases, bypassing the usual menu buttons and commands. Instead, we may be using more and more natural language input, like the way we interact with ChatGPT.
Yeah, so the great thing about utilizing something like, for example, ChatGPT on the AI side within this is that we would have full control of how we want to work with that AI as a component within this to help us lay out, maybe it's the racks within a warehouse or complex manufacturing components within a massive manufacturing complex. But it can also be all the way down to the little small pieces and helping us, identify other components, kind of doing the opposite side of things, taking inventory as an example as to what components are there. And it really is endless. We could get into things like mass that is represented in the scene, the mass that is on this shelf as an example, how much more this empty shelf can handle for storage. It really is unlimited and infinite with what AI brings to something like an Omniverse development platform like this. Within USD Composer, within the Omniverse framework, there's a lot of exciting things happening within the generative AI space, where we're able to use things like ChatGPT and work with that within Omniverse to be able to access libraries of assets to rapidly populate a scene. It could also be for accessing outside libraries of assets to bring them in. So lots of ways that we are looking at and exploring how ChatGPT, as one example, and other generative AI tools can help with the assembly process of things like digital twin, or this idea of collaboration, bringing in objects via USD from other applications, from anywhere really.
We think of AI as this one thing, but it's actually a collection of different workflows and different technologies. And you can power AI with a number of different accelerators. So behind me here in the system is a Threadripper Pro. I think this is probably a 7995WX, which has 96 cores. And one of the things about those Zen 4 cores in this processor is we have an instruction set called VNNI, which is an accelerator instruction set for machine learning. So that's an example of, you don't necessarily need a graphics card. In fact, I personally have run large language models, these chat bots that you've heard about, just on the CPU cores of the Threadripper Pro, because it has that much processing power, it has enough memory bandwidth to power that workload. On the other hand, there are a lot of workloads where you do want a GPU for your machine learning, and of course the Threadripper Pro comes with as many PCI Express lanes as you need to put multiple graphics cards in there, and those are all PCI Express Gen 5. Today there are no PCI Express Gen 5 graphics cards, but we have enough bandwidth for all the PCI Express Gen 4 graphics cards we want to put in there, which means the system is providing the throughput to get the data in and out to the graphics cards. It's one thing to process your workload, but a lot of machine learning workloads, you're processing a lot of data. You need a system that can pump that data through, and that's exactly what Threadripper Pro can do for you.
Along with AI, there is also a growing interest in digital twins. That's building digital counterparts of real products and processes for simulation and predictive maintenance.
So reality capture technology is a very important part of the entire process in the beginning creation of a digital twin. Being able to go out and use laser scanners and other devices to capture how that facility is sitting in its spot right now. Changes have happened many times over the years. Drawings are not up to date. Taking a scanner, going and scanning that facility is going to save us time, money, and effort. Once we have that created, now I can take that point cloud data and start converting it to an AutoCAD drawing or Revit model. We assist our clients by implementing the reality capture technology software and hardware, whether it be point cloud data, bringing it in from a service provider, or conducting the scans on your own, sell you the hardware, we'll sell you the software, but more importantly, we'll teach you how to correctly implement that software across the various Autodesk products. What that in turn allows us to help you create that digital twin from the point cloud data that you collected from those scanners.
This event is also where Autodesk software users learn new tricks in classes or show off their skills to their peers.
This year we have what we're calling the Daily Design Challenge, and what we're allowing the attendees to do is they're actually getting a modeling challenge they're doing in Fusion, and what they do, it's timed. We have a 2D print that has all the dimensions they need to create the model, and the winner at the end of the day is going to win a Lenovo Bluetooth speaker. And what it allows folks to do that maybe have never touched Fusion before is to get their hands on it and really try making a part for the first time.
Beside these technologies, I also saw instant animation using AI methods, the ever-popular Drive Simulator powered by Lenovo, and NVIDIA, virtual reality technology from Autodesk and Meta, and more. Here's more from the show floor as I say goodbye. Until next time, this is Kenneth Wong for DE 24/7.
Yeah, it's fully 3D printed. Yeah, really just this, the Pinocchio came in this size, and then we made one that's 1,505% larger for when the Cricut has critical contact.